Hey, what's up guys? Steven, the Salon Guy here, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining the proper way to get layers, okay? So I've been getting a lot of great feedback and everyone seems to love my layered haircuts, and you know, I'm seeing a lot of people leaving comments like, oh, I wish I could find someone who cuts hair like you, and you know, my haircuts are never layered, and you know, everyone's comparing their current haircuts to the haircuts that I'm doing, which is cool and flattering, but you know, why aren't you ladies getting the right haircuts? So I want to kind of explain a few things to you guys, so hopefully this is going to help you in not only your journey of finding a better hairstylist, but also understanding, you know, really the layering process. So on this mannequin, we have kind of like an off-center, almost side parting here, and you know, the first thing you see right away with this mannequin, you just say, oh, what a nice flow. You know, this haircut has beautiful flowing layers. You know, but they're on the longer side, okay? A little bit on the longer side, and they're starting right in through down this area in through here. So for anyone who wants longer layers and to have a nice kind of soft flow, nothing too short, you want to still be able to pull your hair back easily and maybe have, you know, some pieces come down like this, you know, you need to have layers that are a bit, you know, medium to long, because that's going to give you the most flexibility, you know, with the style, without having the hair too short. So make sure that when you are getting your layers, you could tell the stylist, say, look, I want kind of longer layers, maybe something, you know, to the neck area. But here's the thing, is there's a lot of different ways to go about doing that, because you can create, or the stylist can create layers that basically will give you that shape, but it'll bring everything kind of, if they bring everything forward this way, that's cool, it's a great way to do that. But you know, it's not going to be really layering anything in through down and through here. So you know, if you want just kind of a face frame, you want to soften the front here a little bit, you don't really want any layers throughout the back, you know, you're concerned with, you know, your hair, it curls up too much or whatever it is, you know, you want to keep all that weight in through here, then the best thing to do is to bring all the hair or the stylist to bring all the hair forward and cut it that way, okay? Because what that's going to do, it's going to open this area up, but just right in through here, and that could be fairly easily done. But keep in mind, you are going to still have some weight in the back, right? The other way to go about doing the layers, which is what I tend to do most of the time, is to make sure everything is connected and blended. Meaning that, you know, wherever we start the face frame, everything internally and throughout the back all has layers to it. And what that does is it gives the hair a lot more movement, it gives the hair a lot more flexibility, it gives it more bounce, more volume, a lot more life, and that's something I think most women are looking for. And you know, it works great for someone with you know finer hair, the curly hair, wavy hair, thick hair, you know. So it's really something that you have to understand, that you may be wanting something and it may not be right for your hair, or vice versa. Or your stylist may be telling you, look, this isn't the best haircut for your hair, because you know, clients are right, but they're not always right. You know, I know one says the client's always right, but like sometimes as professionals, we kind of know what we're doing. And I've been in many situations where the client keeps telling me what to do, and I'm just like, you know what, it's not really going to work that way. But you have to respect the client, that they do know their hair. That's the one thing about you ladies, is you do know your hair, and you know how it reacts, and you know if you cut it too short, it's going to act up, or you know, and I respect that, and stylists need to respect that as well. You kind of do know how your hair is going to react. So if a stylist is challenging you, just kind of say to them, hey, look, you know, just so you know, this is what my hair does when it gets cut too short. Hopefully the stylist will not cut that part too short, you know. What you need to be able to do, honestly, you know, with the layering, is really the connection and the blend to it. You know, the shorter the angles are into the front, you know, it's all got to kind of work back and make sure it has a great connection. Because what happens is the hair is not going to lay properly. I can assure you that right now. It's not going to grow out, it's not going to lay down properly, it's not going to be balanced. There's going to be all sorts of issues that you don't want, that are going to make the haircut really challenging. So keep in mind here as well, this whole top part has to be blended and connected as well. So that is what's really going to remove that excess weight, because the hair doesn't move because it's too heavy and it's not layered properly. So what you need to do is make sure that when your stylist is cutting your hair, that they're really balancing it. You know, the haircut's balanced, they're running their fingers through it, they're combing it in all different directions. You know, feel free to, I guess, to check it if you want, and say, hey, look, no, it still feels a little bit heavy into here, but also communicate, and trust the stylist if they are trustworthy. But the last thing you want to do, clients, is have the stylist spend 45 minutes to an hour cutting your hair based off of what you communicate to them, what you agreed on, and then go back to them after the whole haircut and say, oh, can we go shorter? It's like, oh my God, are you kidding? It's brutal. You can't do that. You cannot do that to us because it's not what we agreed on, okay? So that's where the communication really comes in. And there's been situations with me even where, I'm saying to them, look, we'll do it like a nice trim, we'll take maybe an inch off, inch and a half, and, to keep this, and we agree on it, and then I cut it to what we agreed on, and then they go back and they're like, well, do you think it's short enough? And I'm like, let's see, now what you're communicating to me, it's like you want 5 inches off of your hair, not an inch or 2 inches. And that's the worst, all right? So please make sure you're communicating with your stylist. But, when it comes to the perfect layers, you really got to make sure that everything is really in sync. The stylist is taking their time. There's all different types of layers. There's layers that are, for shorter layers, medium length layers, long layers. You just got to make sure that it's the right look for you and that it's going to work with your hairstyle and your lifestyle. Again, do you want to be able to pull the hair back all the time? Do you want the hair falling in your face like this? It all really depends. So, I hope this really helped you guys. All right, YouTube. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you found this video helpful. If you have any questions on, layering or any sort of haircuts and stuff like that, and hopefully I can respond. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.